It's June 17, 2025. Happy Surf Day. Buoy report from 10 to 11 a.m. came in at 6.6 foot at 6-second period. Let the swell build. To maximize fun during my commute to surf, I drive with 3 pedals barefoot. It's a long 2-hour drive. Might as well make your driving experience as fun as possible. For a pre-surf meal, I got the fiery pineapple jerk chicken at Mr. Sub. I opted to eat before surfing since I knew I was gonna surf a long session today. Either surf until my arms fall out or surf till the sun goes down. It's the summer, waves are rare. I'm going to maximize my time lake surfing. During winter, if there are consecutive surf days lined up, I would operate in a more maintenance mode. While eating lunch, I was observing the buoy data. The swell increased from 6.6 feet at 6 seconds period to 8.9 feet at 7 second period. It's not always about the size of the swell. Big size with big onshore winds like 27.2 knots here is not a good condition for surfing. I was expecting the wind to ease a little before surfing, looking to trade off size for less onshore wind. Today, I got the Celsius energy drink for the first time, pre-surf, to fuel my surf session.
Today is 2025, June 17th at Lake Erie at 3:30 p.m. right now. Trying to surf. The wind started to slow down, so the waves should be cleaning up, but then it might be diminishing down in size a little bit. Got my POV camera today, so today will be just from the land view, which always looks kind of bad for lake surfing, but it is what it is.
Riding the 5.7 iPod Dark Twin today, coming in at 29.5 liters of volume, which is around 4 liters more than my shortboards in the ocean. Trying out the new HP twin fins and G10 fiberglass. It has a wider fin base compared to the pivot twins that I was riding in the past. Since I don't use the stabilizer in the lakes, the wider base should help with more drive and hold. Let us stretch. Get our body nice and loose before getting in the water. This is my pre-surf stretch routine. I would love to know what your pre-surf stretch routine is like. Before going into the water, I usually perform Skandasana to loosen my hips because this is the maneuver or the position that you need to get in order to do a ninja kick at the top of the wave, hitting the lip. Then I move on to doing some pistol squats to loosen up my entire lower body, the hamstring, ankles, knees, and quads, and even stretching out the lower back a little bit. Finally, I do some weight key movements to prep for doing some bottom to top turns, both front side and back side. Today I'm wearing the 2mm jacket from Vizsla and 1mm wetsuit line board shorts from Driftline. The beginning of this surf session had the biggest wave, and it was my rare first wave of the day being the first wave. Wave 2, I literally airdropped on the takeoff, and the quality of the wave was not good, but I had maximum stoke. It happens a lot in the lakes where you go the wrong direction because the shape of the peak is less defined and it changes a lot as the wave comes in. Lake waves often look really good for a split second, but it all closes out. I was able to find longer rights than lefts. I was trying to find some lefts, some face to ride going left to be able to bottom turn and do a top turn, but it wasn't easy to find a good left in this session. Perhaps this part of the lineup where I was positioned is usually better for going right than left. I haven't surfed this location a ton, but I do see a lot of goofy footers being further down the beach. Perhaps there's a better left over there. I caught a lot of waves despite it not being high quality waves because it's lake surfing and that's the nature of lake surfing. but it was a lot of fun catching all these waves back to back to back, like a personal wave pool where you can really train and dial it down, because being able to surf in bad waves is actually a better practice than being able to surf only in good waves. The moral of the story is that if you can do it even on a bad wave, then you can adjust easily to be able to do it on a good wave. The voice in my head. The last time I surfed was double overhead waves in El Salvador with powerful long period Pacific groundswell. Lake surfing, mushy short period windswell must be easy. Mother Nature. Try me. Mother always humbles me in the Great Lakes. But thank you for my very own training dojo right at home. What? Lake Erie buoy read 8.9 feet at 7-second period, and you didn't go to Palmwood? A shallow reef point break? Smart move would have been 1. Surf Palmwood during the peak of the swell, despite the wind because it's a wraparound point break. 2. Surf H-Bay as the winds eased and switched cross offshore. It's the summer. Waves are not guaranteed. I don't want to be stuck at Palmwood with smaller mediocre waves like last time. I had zero intention to surf Palmwood today. The buoy. How is it not guaranteed? When I provide you real live data, which you can use to predict the future swell that will be arriving shore. If you can predict the future, it's like playing life on God mode. You can only be at one place in space-time at a time. I made the executive decision to surf direct exposure beach break, duck diving, deep, non-stop. I only lasted 4 hours. I surfed until my arms were going to fall off. Humans are lazy. They only do things if they really have to for survival. If I had a boat launch access, why on earth would I want to paddle non-stop against the current, duck diving, being pounded in the impact zone? Me, this is what I wanted, extreme paddle training and duck dive training. Why work out at the gym, costing money, when you can work out in the lakes for free? My vision is to do what I love to do because I want to do it anyways. My vision is to do what feels like play to me but looks like work to others. I don't ever want to do anything just for money. Having fun is the golden standard. Only when work is fun, you can work consistently. Sure, you can grind for a period of time, which I did, working as an electrical engineer, grinding 14 hours a day at a tech startup, then having my soul enslaved at Apple. The money trap. Most can't leave work, despite not being the most fun thing they can do with their time or life. Despite how much you get paid, it's a money trap. In Silicon Valley, it's called a golden handcuff, where engineers making $500,000 to $1 million a year still feel like they don't have enough money. Make training fun. Only when training is fun, you can train consistently. If working out is boring, why would you want to work out? I don't go to the gym because it's boring. I don't surf skate anymore because it's boring. Runners, is running really fun? I hope it is as fun as surfing is for me. I surf because it's fun. As a byproduct, surfing keeps me ripped and shredded all year around. I one wheel because it's fun. One wheel enables me to surf on land anytime I want. Essentially, surf training with a heavy weight of 30 pounds. I surf train at home because it's fun getting better and better at surfing. The highest version of myself is the best surfer that I could be because surfing will be even more fun. The fear of sucking. The fear of starting. I started surfing at age 30. Is that too late? Do you fear sucking and needing to catch up? No, because I trust the universe that everything happens for me, and everything happens for me perfectly on divine timeline. Feet era. I have entered the foot health era. The only shoes I wear on regular basis is my barefoot shoes. I am grateful for surfing. I can walk barefoot outside, zero pain. Our feet were designed to walk everywhere in nature, grounding us, receiving free electrons from our Mother Earth. Hip health, the real wealth. Before I started surfing, my hips were weak, inflexible, from sitting all day. Now my hips are always loose. Why wouldn't they be? I use them every day. I threw out my office chair. I stand if I'm not sitting on the floor. Why can't human beings in this generation sit on the floor? Their job. Whatever you genuinely don't want to do on your to-do list is their job, not yours. There must be someone else dying to do that exact job. That's how this universe is designed. You aren't dying to do it because it ain't your job. Knowing what you like is the biggest gift you received. Knowing where to navigate towards is the biggest gift you received. Make it simple. Follow your highest excitement every single moment of your life. What brings you the highest joy in that exact moment? Follow it. Follow thy heart. Human beings seem to associate awareness with touch. Bring your hand over your heart to tune in, bringing awareness to thy heart, your very own vortex generator. Turn on your pineal gland projector by closing your eyes. What do you see? What makes you smile? Receiving full in gratitude. If your existence wasn't needed, why would you exist? You are not needed. The universe does not waste a quirk of energy. Being wasteful, that's what humans do. You design, imagine, and dream from a limitless reality. Imagination Technologies Incorporated. Why limit yourself to the designed limitations of the 3D physical realm? Do you like to design from your shadow self, filled with untreated traumas? Every time you access a lower dimension, it is always just a shadow. Shadows, they can't harm you, can they? Shadows lack depth, lack touch, lack smell, lack taste, lack color, lack mass. Your shadow self is from a place of lack, but your highest self is always from a place without limits. Lake surfing. Everything looks good for a split second. Split second later, airdrop, closing out. Apparently, I like the clouds. Humans always want something they don't have. The grass is always greener on the other side. When you surf, the peak to your left or right always looks better because you can't really see how the waves break just behind you, behind your back. Even if you turn around, you can't see the shape or size of the wave from the back. Water gets sucked and drawn up, creating wave height from the front, which you can't see from the back. Hence, when beginner surfers look outside as surfers taking off at the peak, it looks super steep and intimidating. But when you're actually trying to catch the wave from the outside, where the water level is higher, deeper water, before the water gets sucked up by the bathymetry, the shallow sandbar, reef, or cobblestone, it is less intimidating from a surfer's point of view. Me. What? I am still afraid of height. The truth. Size of the wave doesn't matter if it's not steep. Is a huge mellow skate ramp scary? Nope. Steepness is what makes many surfers unable to drop down into the wave. The bigger the wave, faster it moves, hence speed is correlated to wave height, and faster the wave will get steep. Momentum What's in motion stays in motion. The universe opens the door for you, only when you're charging head first with momentum. In surfing, many, including myself, sit and wait, hoping to catch a wave that rolls in perfectly. But by sitting, you're stuck, slow to break inertia. You think that you can catch the incoming wave, but you're too late. The door never opens for you. She, mother, won't let you in. In life, people wait, hoping for the right moment to arrive, with the door wide open. Sorry, not sorry. That's not how this universe works. Despite being scared of the unknown, you have to step forward, head first with momentum, for the universe to open your door. In surfing, only when you're paddling headfirst with momentum, she, mother, opens the door, letting you in to the wave. Split second hesitation, you're going over the waterfall. As the waves get bigger and more powerful, it demands even more commitment. Being 100% committed head first is the only safe option. Why? Because if you hesitate even a split second, you close your narrow opening and you close the door. You can't back out, it's too late. There's no escape going over the fall. Big wave surfing is no joke, which is why I have immense respect for those warriors that risk their life doing it. Sorry, it's not for me. Double overhead is cool. If you want to surf Hawaii, Bali, El Salvador, you have to learn to do it. Bring your step up surfboard 4 to 6 inches longer than your shortboard. But real big waves? No thank you. That's someone else's job. I don't think I will ever need a gun. I meant big wave surfboard guns. I'll finish the video off with some material science stuff and physics. Inertia. It's hard to break inertia. It requires high torque, like a fast accelerating sports car. The material science in surfing. Epoxy EPS foam surfboards are lightweight, fast accelerating, and breaks inertia faster, but struggles to carry speed and momentum. Epoxy is a one-trick pony. It's a 100-meter sprinter for a short distance, small wave surfing. In the Great Lakes, I only ride epoxy surfboards. Acceleration is king. Surfboards made out of PU poly foam are heavier and slower to accelerate, sitting deeper in the water and grips the water harder. It carries speed and momentum like a freight train through power, stable at high speeds and can push hard on rails. Surfing overhead waves means you need to build and maintain forward momentum to attempt to match the fast wave speed. Why World Championship Tour WCT pro surfers ride PU boards, surfing good waves all around the world, competing in WSL. Thanks for watching, and if you like the content, see you in the next one. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe, as these videos take a long time and effort to create. 500 subscribers is all it takes to become monetized. So thank you for every single subscriber.